What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you that are new, my name is Micah. Let's begin. So we're going to be talking about the Leos. As you see from the title of this video, I do have a slight description of the Leos that I would like to read to you guys before we begin this reading. Let's start, right? So Leo is represented by the lion, and you can hear them roar as they enter every room with gusto. They are the shining stars of the zodiac, ready to take on the world in style. If you want some advice on coordinating your outfit, consult a Leo. Fierce Leo is one of the most loyal signs, but do not cross these fairy lines. They will let you know who's boss in a quick second. Clear on what they want, Leos have zero fear of going for what they set their sights on, right? So that's just a slight description of the Leos. Coming to or starting the video, we have here the Dragon Wisdom. I always like to give you guys an introduction to let you guys know exactly what deck I'm going to be working with in case you guys want to invest into it on your own terms, right? So the Dragon Wisdom. Give me a second. Hold on. All right, let's begin. I'm going to be doing the deck of 8. And here we go, right? Again, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Or not again, but you know what I'm trying to say. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below if you guys have any comments or concerns. And I will try to get back with you guys as my earliest convenience, right? Here we go. Spirit, what do we have regarding the Leos? All right, so we have here prayer. These are oracles, so they're pretty straightforward, and I will give my slight description as the reading continues, right? So we have prayer, ensuring you guys are praying for things, or even thanking the higher power for what you have already, right? Prayer is one of the biggest. I won't say one of the. I'm trying to refrain from communicating in that way because that's an opinionized statement. But what I will say is prayer is powerful. So just praying can kind of, well, it gives me, I should say this, it gives me a sense of gratitude, and it's just something about being at peace and just thinking and just being grateful for the things that I've received, and then asking for whether it's continue of those blessings, or just more so just thanking the higher power. Just that's just me personally, and this could be for you guys as well. This is dependable. You have to use your kind of self discernment to see if it's relatable to you. But from my perspective, I would say that prayer came off you guys to ensure that there are things that are of delight, that are reasonable things that you're asking for. Allow the higher power to hear your prayers, as well as make sure that you guys are praying, or I would say make sure that you guys are praying for things that are I'm sorry, make sure that you guys are thanking the higher power for the things that you've received. So you have one hand, you're praying for things, but you also make sure that you're thanking for those blessings you have received, right? So prayer came out for you guys, right? All right, next one. What do we have for the Leos? Okay, we have New World, right? So this could be a situation for new beginnings, new things to come, anything of that nature, right? Yeah, we might have our routines, our schedules, our day-to-day habits, but ensure that you guys are going through life with optimistics. And again, or I do have to mention this all the time because I feel like I don't want you guys believing that I am out here trying to tell you what to do or how to live life. I'm just projecting how I necessarily view life onto you guys. It's the same way for other different things that people pretty much just share their opinions and stuff. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. But I necessarily see that we live our day-to-day lives. I do encourage people, however, to be optimistic about life, because even though we have our schedules, our routines, and I'm one of them, I love me a manageable time. I like to know what I'm doing, what I'm getting myself into. However, I still go through life and optimistic, because if you go through life in a way where this is your story, you're sticking to it, you're very rigid, you don't bend, break, or none of that. I mean, I'm not saying you don't bend, break, or field, but you don't want to bend to situations. You don't want to kind of alter your life a little bit. You could be missing out on certain blessings, right? For anybody out there that just feels like they should get a certain amount every month, they should work a certain job, and this is all there is to life. They're not thinking optimistic, so when an opportunity comes, they have to overextend. You know what I mean? They have to overthink it, because I mean, it's nothing wrong with thinking about it, but don't overdo it to where you're focused on fear tactics. You're worrying about what if this don't go, and like if it's a reasonable opportunity, like a career or whatever, don't throw it away because you feel like you're scared if it doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? So be optimistic as well. Yes, be manageable, but be optimistic. So I say all of that to say, when it comes down to a new world, new beginnings, new endeavors, be optimistic throughout this new world. You got a new opportunity, this new journey. Be optimistic about it from that one, and the next one's coming. So new world's gonna be coming for you guys. A new optimistic, a new way of thinking. Anything of new, anything of a rebirth, anything that you might not be used to, but you can get some. You can, and it will help you to be able to get used to these type of new beginnings. Always be optimistic about new starts, new beginnings. Have a positive outlook on it, right? So just keep that in mind. So new world's gonna be coming, or new world is coming. Again, this is discernment. You guys gotta be able to use that, right? It's one of the biggest things. You got to tap into that mentality to be able to see things and say, okay, even if you didn't get a new opportunity, you could say, I'm gonna try new things. I'm gonna be willing, and I'm gonna practice being willing to when the doors come. You know. We have mirror. Mirrors, we all know self-reflection. This could just be you reflecting on yourselves, right? This could just be you seeing where you can better yourself at, anything of that nature, right? Seeing where you can improve, seeing how far you came. That's another thing. If you guys are ever in a situation, again, I don't want to sound like I'm lecturing you or nothing like that, but if you're ever in a situation to where it's like, you feel like you ain't doing enough, reflect on what you've done in the past. Like, have you made progress? Like, for real. Like, I know you probably ain't the president, but have you made progress from where you first started? Because if you have, then you're doing splendid you're doing splendid in my eyes. You know what I'm saying? You're doing real good because you made progress. So reflect on yourself, use reflection and all of that stuff. And this is coming from like the mirror card. From me, what I know as a mirror represents reflection. So keep that in mind. Reflection or mirror. We have dormant aspects, right? You can be seeing things from different aspects. Not ignore, but try not to focus too much on what's going on in here. I know it's explicit if you guys are, I don't know your age bracket. I uploaded the video for 18 and up, but just exclude this, right? The point is the wordplay. The wordplay is domain aspects. Not to, I don't really recall what domain unnecessary means, but aspects, right? Could be meaning having different viewpoints. You guys will view things differently from me and everyone else. So just keep that in mind. As you go through life, you're gonna look at things differently. You're gonna have different viewpoints, different aspects. That's very important because that's one of the biggest things that's gonna get you out of your positions, your struggles, and that's going to really push you to being who you are. We tend to fall in love with what we create as humans. So it's important that you guys follow your own domain aspects or your own domain, right? So your own uniqueness, right? You are your own domain and you got to follow your own aspects, however you view things. This is why I talk about discernment. Just because I say something don't mean that it could work for you or things like that or vice versa. So ensure that you guys take information, but you use your own aspects towards it, right? You got to base it off your personal environment as well. What else we have? We have Merlin. So this could be more of a spirit, I believe, right? Because I'm pretty sure if I recall correctly, this is more of like a spirit team, like a spirit animal, of some kind, right? This could be connected to prayer. In fact, as you see, it's actually underneath prayer. So this could be you praying for being more connected to spirit, right? However that might be for you guys. Take these messages however you take them, but that could be something similar to what you guys are going through. You guys are maybe, or you should, or I'm encouraging. However you guys take it, you know what I'm saying. If it's resonating, it's resonating. It is important to pray to be more connected to the person that you're praying to. Now this could be a spirit animal, this could be a spirit creature, things like that, but it can also be spirit in general. So it's important that while you're praying for certain things and you're asking for certain favors and things like that, also include to be more connected with them, connected in a way towards your intuition, right? You guys ever know when you go out somewhere, you kind of feel a certain way, you get goosebumps, you feel nervous, all of these different feelings. are attracted to different situations and different environments. Like if you're in a negative situation, you're gonna feel a certain way. If you're in a happy environment, you're gonna feel a certain way. So we can use these as intuition or spirit guidance, however you deem to see them as. However, it's important that you guys, or it's recommended for me that you guys do ask to be more in tune with your spirit situations, right? Allowing your intuition to guide you, allowing when you get those ideas to actually put them into practice. Because there's a lot of people that know a lot of information, and that's fine. But if you're not actually putting into perspective and putting into practice, it actually means not as much as we think it does. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. Hopefully I said something that resonated with you guys. I hope that these videos do help in a sense. That's pretty much what they're here for. I try to project some type of information that I've personally had and has helped me in life onto you guys in different situations as well. It's not just about money and relationships and endeavors. What this channel is mainly for is to change the mindset of the person, so that you guys throughout it, if different situations, can see the better in it, and you guys can go forth with life. You guys can make some certain choices that can get you where you want to go. Because life is a game of chess, right? We all talk about it, but if we act on it, we can actually see how realistically it really is. Like, if that makes sense to you guys. Again, I don't know. It's kind of like I said. It's kind of not difficult, but y'all know it's not the same as talking to somebody that's talking back. So, but yeah, we're gonna keep going. Leos, if it resonates, it resonates. We have companions, right? We have companions. So this is falling under New World. So this could be a new companion. This could be new friends. This could be new environments, as we spoke on. Your environments, your friends, and all that do hold a significant part about you, who you listen to, who you choose to be around. All of these energies do take place, right? I'm not saying that you guys gotta choose certain people. Use your discernment. If somebody's, it's like this. If somebody's stealing, right? No honor amongst thieves. You really think they ain't gonna steal from you? You know what I'm saying? If they steal from others, they gonna steal from you? There's no loyalty to themselves. What makes you think they're gonna be loyal to you? So we gotta think about stuff like that. The energy we keep is the energy that reflects onto us. Because somebody that allows a certain situation is just as bad as somebody that's doing it. That's what they say, right? Somebody commits an act of taking a person out of this world, right? And you have another person that sits there and allows it. Most people are going to say that they are just as bad because they engaged with it, or they might have helped hide the person, or things like that, got rid of the evidence. They're just as bad. They participate in the act, right? So we got to start looking at that same way with our company. The company we keep, the people that we're feeding our time and energy into. If they don't necessarily have to be positive, uplifting people, greatness, or they don't have to do all that. As long as they're not destructive, I think it's fine. If there's a mutual understanding, a mutual respect level, and you guys are just vibing, and it's just a Friday night, they do not have to be the president for you to want to hang out with them. But as long as they're not destructive, as long as they're not feeding you things that will actually destroy everything you've ever had, they're not allowing things like, not even allowing, they're not, because I wouldn't say allowing, because it's not really your friend's responsibility to make sure you stay on track. It's kind of your thing. But if there's someone that's encouraging you to do wrong things, then that becomes a problem. So like what I'm trying to say is, let's say it's your decision to drink and drive. That's your decision. Just because they allowed it don't mean that they're a bad friend. They could just be trying to have a good time with you and assume that that's how you have a good time. Now, if they decide that they're going to influence you to drink and drive, then at that point they are considered negative friends, and you see that, so you acknowledge it, and you possibly could drift your ways, or respectively, know your boundaries with that specific person, right? So that's how things can go. But if you choose it, then it's a whole different ball game, because it doesn't mean that they're. So you see what I'm saying? So it's different aspects. Yeah. So there's gonna be new companies, new companions. New people in your energy, things like that, right? All right. So what's next? We have scars, right? You guys could be reflecting on your scars, reflecting on anything that has been like maybe damaging or left behind marks and things like that. It doesn't have to be physical, it could be emotional, things like that, right? Your scars as a symbol of what you've been through. Um, Sometimes they leave behind physical scars, and then you have emotional scars. Important that I advocate for you guys is, of course, we want to get through these situations and we want to look at things in a different light. So it's a great thing to be optimistic about these scars that you've had, whether it's emotional or damaging and things like that, as to say, this is a tool that I'm going to use to motivate me to keep moving forward. These are my battle scars. These are some things that happened in the past that I will use to remind me to continue to get better. No matter what it is, you can overcome it, and you can use that as motivation. You can probably use that as a teaching moment for others. You know, if you guys went through certain things with certain individuals or certain situations, try to find some type of optimistic way of thinking about it. Because if you always think negative about a situation, chances are your energy is going to depict that. Then when you think about that situation, or you look at a scar, physical or emotional scar, and you allow it to affect your emotions, it can affect your drive for to live and to prosper and things like that, which that's not what we want. It's nothing wrong with talking about a subject and speaking on it in a teaching matter or a learning experience, but it's a different situation when you're affected by it as you talk about it. That means you have not healed this scar. See, a scar is normally a healed wound that's left behind, that has a visual or emotional striking point that's left behind. But we're gonna start using our scars as teaching moments. When you talk about a subject, and you're emotionally affected by it, most chances you're not actually healed from it. And this comes from different ways of forgiveness and all of these different things. And most times you're not actually healed from it, you're just kind of covering it up. But a scar is typically a healed sore, right? So we want to self-reflect on those scars and move past them. That's what we want, right? All right. Last one we have for you guys is our chalice, right? This could be an indication of looking at the glass half full versus half empty. Half empty means to say like it's running low. Half full is kind of on some like you're almost there, right? You're filling up. You know, it's like if you're drinking a glass of water, most times you're gonna say it's half empty because you're going down. The more you drink, the more you go down. But if you're filling a glass of water, you're gonna say it's half full to indicate that the glass of the water is going up, right? The longer you do whatever you're doing, the more you gain. So this is like an offering type of thing. What I'm trying to say. It's important how you look at your glass. It's important how you decide to look at your blessings and the things that you attract. Materials, emotional, spiritual, all these different things that can help or assist with living in abundance or being blissful living, happiness and things like that. Because we desire things because we feel like they're gonna make us feel a certain way, and that's no problem. I'm not here to judge anybody for wanting certain material gain and things like that, right? Just ensure that you guys are thinking a certain way about these journeys that you're on. So I'm just encouraging you guys in ways that can actually help and assist you guys. So I can tell you a million things to do, but I'm not really trying to, because I feel like we gotta look within ourselves personally to see what is it that we need to do. So as I sign this video off, I will say that whatever you guys need to do to fulfill your blessings or to look in different aspects to see your blessings, your own personal blessings, look at your everyday needs, your everyday wants, your desires, check to see if they're even efficient for your lifestyle. What is it that you truly want in life? Really do some self-reflecting. Really get into the nitty-gritty of things and really see. Because it's okay to have a lot, but if you can't manage it, it's just pointless. It's better to just be able to manage what you have, right? So that's I can put in different perspectives, but that's what I want to end on. I just want you guys to be able to manage it. And I know these videos are not like as entertaining as others, but that's not the point, right? The point is to change the aspect and how we think, so that we can create better lifestyles for each and every day, right? But this was for the Leos. So if I was to sum it up, I would say, look, pray more. Make sure you guys are praying to be close to the Spirit more. It's going to be new things going to be happening for you guys. Be prepared when they do come, right? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Be prepared mentally, physically, even, you know what I'm saying? Go for walks and stuff. Get your physical body right or whatever. Not saying you're looking good, but so you can physically be capable, so you can not be lazy type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself mentally ready for all these different things. Build your tolerance level up when facing difficult situations, as well as build your discipline up. You know what I'm saying? To avoid things that don't serve you. You know what I mean? Self-reflect, right? Those scars that you have, use those as tools to better you. Look at things from a different aspect, right? It's not just one aspect. It's not just one viewpoint. This is chess we're playing, right? Don't play checkers, man. Checkers ain't really checkers a kid's game, right? Especially if you're an adult. You gotta play chess. Every move you make, it's gotta be different, right? You gotta look at it from your personal point of view. Just because it works for somebody else don't mean it's gonna work for you. Last one. Judge the way you get your blessings. Blessings in different ways. Just because you're not financially abundant don't mean that you ain't healthy. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta start looking at things from different perspectives and be optimistic and look at your glass half full versus half empty. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.